Short-term rental properties have gained significant popularity among renters and landlords as they're more convenient for travelers and profitable for investors. However, does that make it a sound investment strategy for you? Well, it depends on several different factors. So today we'll go over how to analyze the short-term rental market along with pros and cons of this investment type. So what is a short-term rental property? Well, essentially, a short-term rental property is just what it sounds like, a property that you can rent out for short periods of time. Typically, they're vacation rentals that you can rent out for a daily or weekly rate. Short-term rentals have more space, privacy, and other desirable amenities compared to traditional hotel rooms. If you're an investor looking to buy short-term rental properties, there are several factors to consider. For instance, most people who look for housing during a vacation look for properties near cities, main attractions, or seasonal activities. But before purchasing any property, investors must know how to analyze the short-term rental market in any given area. It's important to note that aspects of a good short-term rental may differ from long-term rental properties. So here are some of the main factors to consider when performing a short-term rental market analysis. Choose a location. Location is one of the most important aspects of any rental property, especially short-term rentals. After all, most short-term rental tenants use these properties when they're traveling, whether for business or leisure. Look at areas with tourist attractions, local businesses, and shopping centers in desirable cities. According to AirDNA, some of the hottest cities for short-term rentals in 2023 include Phoenix, Arizona, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, St. Louis, Missouri, and San Antonio, Texas. Determine the demand. Along with the location of your short-term rental, the demand is another crucial aspect to consider. After all, if there's no demand for vacation rentals in a certain area, you may want to hold off investing there. Consider seasonal activities. Seasons can significantly impact the success of a short-term rental. After all, many people plan their vacations according to seasonal activities. For instance, you may see more demand for a beachfront rental property during the summer months. On the other hand, demand for a vacation rental near a ski resort may be more prevalent during winter months. Hey there, it's Alyssa from Bay Property Management Group. Just a quick pause in the video as a reminder to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on the latest content for landlords, property managers, and tenants. We appreciate your support. Next up, look at the property type. The type of short-term rental property you choose can also impact demand and profitability. Most people look for vacation rentals instead of staying in small hotel rooms, so they expect the area to be large enough for each guest to have privacy. Additionally, it's important to provide a unique experience through the aesthetics and functionality of the property. After all, your guests are choosing your Airbnb over a hotel for a reason, so you'll want to provide better amenities than a hotel to make your property stand out. Calculate occupancy rates. Short-term rentals and long-term rentals are different in terms of occupancy rates. In a long-term rental, you're guaranteed rental income throughout the entire lease term, unless there are unforeseen circumstances. However, in a short-term rental, 100% occupancy is not guaranteed. To calculate the occupancy rate of a short-term rental, divide the number of nights the property is rented by the number of nights available. So if there are 30 days in a month and your rental is only booked for 16 days, the occupancy rate is 53% for that month. While that doesn't seem high, you may be able to set rates that will still cover the mortgage and operating expenses. Estimate your income. If you're investing in any rental property, your goal is to make a profit. That said, you'll want to factor in several aspects that may determine your income for short-term rental property. For instance, how well are you marketing the rental? Without proper marketing, you might not gain as much traffic as other available properties. Additional factors to consider when it comes to generating maximum income include the ease of booking via online platforms, good or bad guest reviews, what amenities do you provide, and what is the occupancy limit. Factor in expenses. While you may be able to set higher rates and potentially earn more revenue with a short-term rental, that doesn't mean your expenses will be less. In fact, short-term rentals may require extra expenses compared to long-term rentals, along with typical costs like property management, property taxes, and insurance. Some extra expenses to plan for in a short-term rental property may include the following: utilities like water, electricity, internet, and cable, booking fees on platforms like Vrbo or Airbnb, bathroom and kitchen supplies, living room, bedroom, and common area furnishings and decor, and cleaning costs between each guest. When you know how to analyze the short-term rental market, it can help you make informed decisions regarding your purchase. But as with any investment, there are pros and cons to consider. So let's first take a look at the benefits of short-term rentals. Higher rental rates. Landlords can typically set higher rates for short-term vacation rentals than long-term rental properties. Unfixed rental rates. Long-term rentals typically have fixed rates that remain the same throughout the lease term. However, landlords can charge higher rates based on demand, seasons, or weekends for short-term rentals. And lastly, more tax benefits. Short-term rental properties may offer more tax benefits, like cleaning and maintenance write-offs. Next up, here are a few disadvantages of short-term rentals to keep in mind. Inconsistent income. You can expect consistent monthly income when you own long-term rentals. However, in a short-term rental that may not be occupied all year round, your income could vary drastically from one month to another. More restrictions. Short-term rental owners must stay current with all local ordinances and regulations to avoid legal issues. And limited tenant verification. If you're using platforms like Airbnb or Vrbo, it can be difficult to verify and screen each renter before they stay at your property. As such, you might encounter some bad short-term tenants. If you're looking into the short-term rental market, doing the right research before investing is important. After all, you'll want to determine how successful your rental can be and fully understand the risks and benefits of short-term rental investments. Additionally, determine what you need to do to prepare for your investment, whether you want to manage it yourself or hire a property management team to help. For more advice on a variety of other issues important to the rental industry, subscribe to the Bay Property Management Group channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exclusive content. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.